Yeah, I'm going to discuss about the little bit about the architecture. Generally, here we have two kind of environments. One is cloud, another one is on-premises environment. Cloud environment means everything will be deployed on the cloud. On-premises means this is the old ritual. We'll follow that one. Everything will be on server. Okay, server-based one. What is the major difference between these two is cloud environment is handled very easily, um, and it's you need to pay the bill pay as you go, like whatever you want the whatever you are deploying, like that, using services, those things only we need to pay on monthly basis or yearly basis. On premises it's a one-time investment, but it will not support much third-party applications. I mean, much integrations like Power BI and Power Platforms, those kind of stuff. It is complicated to handle here, and cloud environments it's a very easy to handle one. So we'll dive into the topic. Here today I'm going to explain about the cloud environment architecture and how development things, I mean how developer things will be development environments is available here. Okay. Yeah, this is the architecture view. This is available in Microsoft Docs also. Okay. I will show you. Yeah, this is the environment we are using high levelly, and this is finance and operation. Yep, it is integrating, I mean it has the bonding with the live LCS, and LCS have the supports with the VSTS, and below one is the Office 365. This is the one, Office 365, and this is the cloud related, Azure related things, Azure Active Directory. It is users are we are adding from the Azure Active Directory to finance and operations, and finance and operation integrating with the LCS. LCS has the integrating with the VSTS and MS Office. Other than this also we can add the, I mean not Office, Microsoft 365. It supports the Office and other applications, Power Platforms, all. That's why we mentioned that one as a Office. So this is the high level architecture. We'll go to the next slide. What is the inside of this? Okay, this is the one here. So finance and operation application stack will be contains the different kind of packages. Mainly fleet management, that is nothing but we will treat that as a lab for the development. Next one we have the application suite model, and other than that, application foundation, application platform. These are the major things. These we will call as a packages. Okay, if you are coming to the right side one, this is the one. This is server level architecture. Okay, like metadata, security, workflow, batch, like this will contain the from just calculate from down to up one. Okay, this is the high level of the finance and operation stack. And what cloud architecture will support? Cloud architecture includes the automate software deployment, like if you are scheduling any if you are scheduling to import, those will be import easily, I mean deploy the easily through LCS. LCS have the capability to easy to deploy the builds and new fixes, and LCS we can generate the development, test and build servers, different topologies by using the LCS only. And LCS contains the shared Microsoft services. Okay, as we discussed in the first screen, so it will contain the Microsoft 365. Okay, So it contains the cloud architecture level. It will contain the Microsoft shared service. So this is the one. Many features of the Azure platforms are used in Microsoft storage and networking, like Azure Blob and Cloud SQL Server, and like that different things. We can use the, we can leverage those functions from the Azure to LCS and our finance and operations one. Okay. Next slide. How development environment would be. So this is the development environment. We'll connect the cloud instance here. We'll connect the cloud instance here, and cloud instance will contains the packages, and cloud instance contains the packages, model binaries, and it will contains the project management. This is a development environment, that is project system, X++ editor, and designing everything. Here we need to notice AOS hosted by the IIS. Okay, different batch services and storage services, and a business database. This is nothing but a SQL. Okay, model binaries and model store file system. Everything is available in development environment. After this, I will show you how they mention these things. Okay, I will open the development environment. As seen in the previous screen, it's a Visual Studio environment. It has the project system, and it has the X++ code editor. This is also C# and ASP.NET related code editor only. We'll treat that one as a designer. Is nothing but go to the view application explorer. We'll have the different kind of element object types. Okay. Here we can do the design by adding the new elements and application explorer and design runtime metadata only. So in AOT we can do the two things. One is the model view and another one is the classic view. Model view is it will filter the model level only. Okay, and it will shows like this. Every model, whatever the model has the which objects it is using, like that we can see here. Okay, so we can collapse this one. We can change to the classic view, means it will differentiate with the object type. If you going to the model view, means it is differentiate with the model. Okay, this is the way. Next one is here we have go to the services. In the services we have the two kinds of services. Majorly we'll using the one is the batch management service, another one is the data import export service framework service. Okay, if you are scheduling any batch job, this service should be must and should running state. And if you are using the data entities related work, this service should be running state. Okay, next one is we heard that is AOS is deployed in IIS. This is my IIS one. If I open here, let me refresh this one. Okay, here we can see the AOS is deployed on IIS. Okay, this is the cloud feature of the cloud. It's a beauty one. Okay, we can access the URL from here. If you don't know the URL about that machine, you can access from here. Okay, this is the IIS one. In SQL, let me open the SQL. This is the SQL one. We have the databases here. Our data will be contained in the AXDB. Okay, AXDW, this is not required for you guys for now. So this is AXDB. It is interacting with the our whatever data we are entering, it will be inserting into the AXDB only. Okay, this is high level of the architecture and high level of the technical things we need to know before start. Okay, thank you guys.